What's up, YouTube? You boobs? I almost called everybody boobs. What's up? Where you going? Don't leave me! Don't leave me! I need you! I think he quit, guys. I think he quit. I think this is over for us here at DFR and the father-son content. Sad day. Sad day. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, he's coming back. He's got a stick.
I stole this from work.
Okay. Anyways.
So now that I have this,
on with the show. What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous freaking day. So yeah. Yeah, there's some issues that need a tissue, and we're gonna discuss all that in this video, guys, so stay tuned. All right, guys, as you know, Zach has a 2006 Cobalt SS with very low mileage on it, in very good shape. And I recently found out, guys, that this is a G85 setup. It does have the LSD differential, the limited slip differential. And the reason why I know this is because it has that. It also has, let's open up the door here. It also has the Recaro seats, which I did not know about. I didn't know much about these cars when he got it. And I think the silver bezel on the boost gauge as well. So as you guys know, we've been having some issues. This thing had some issues, and we've been kind of messing around with it. The last video we did, which was the last video that we did a compression check, and the compression check came back okay. It was burning a shit ton of oil, and when I mean a shit ton of oil, I mean a shit ton of oil is what it was burning. So my first guess was, okay, well, maybe it needs valve seals on the springs or something, and you know, maybe it's leaking there or something of that nature. But thanks to you guys, all my freaking awesome supportive fans out there, a lot of you guys were commenting one issue with these cars that was notorious for oil consumption and oil issues in these 2.0 Ecotech supercharged engines, these LSJs, and that was a PCV valve. And I'm going to show that to you right now. All right, guys. So here we have the very cheaply designed, very junky PCV system in a Cobalt SS. So basically where this goes is you have to take the intake manifold off, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. And this goes down into the intake manifold. Now I did take this apart and I broke it in the process. But in between this piece and this piece is this little guy here. Hopefully you guys can see it. I don't know if you can or not. But there's that little, like, very small, very ugly looking rubber stopper plug. And basically you can blow one way. You can blow in here and it blows out there. But if you blow in this way, it'll block these holes and make it only like a one-way check valve, basically. The problem with this design is after so long, if dirt and junk gets down in these holes, which it will if you don't change your oil, it will get basically in between this flapper valve, this little piece of rubber, and those holes there, and it won't allow it to close all the way. It'll leave it open. I ended up getting a new one of these. I'm not using this one over again, even though it did work after I blew through it. I did blow through this end here, and it went through. It actually blew through. And then when I went to blow through this end, I gave it some good air. It unsealed all the dirt and grime that was in there. So let me go out here. I'll show you guys where this goes. That way you guys have an understanding of where this little valve goes. But actually, I'll give you a little bit better idea. And don't worry, guys, we're going to talk about the oil here soon. This goes up against the head right here. Okay, so this goes up against the head like so when the intake manifold's on. Okay? And then over here, we'll turn the intake manifold there. This is the face side of the intake manifold. This actually sits down in there like so. There's an O-ring on there and everything. It's actually off right now, but it does press down in there up against that flange right there. Now, as you guys can plainly see, when I was tearing this thing apart yesterday night really quick, the minute I loosened up the manifold bolts, you can see oil was literally spilling out. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but check this out. Here, let me get the flashlight over here so you guys get a better view. But look at this. That's how much oil was in this manifold. It was just gobs. I mean, it's even down in there. It's down in this area here. I got to clean this all out. It's down in this one. All the runners were oil soaked. You can see that. Look at that. Like, here's, I'll get my clean finger. Look at that. All that carbon buildup and oil and shit in there. All right, guys. So I just got my parts. We got new oil. We got a filter. New spark plugs. We are gonna, I don't know if we're gonna do it today or not, but we've got some seafoam here as well. We're definitely gonna do some seafoam treatment on it, try to get some of that dirt and junk off the pistons. But here's the new PCV valve. I'm gonna blow through this end, and you can tell it takes a little bit. Now I will tell you, the original one that I pulled out of the car was very free flowing, like very free flowing. It took nothing to blow through it, and if I obviously blow through this end, you can't blow through that end. So it's a one-way, kind of a one-way check valve. But I will say this is definitely different than the original one. So I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna clean up everything. We're gonna start assembly. Zach will be in the video later on today. He's at school right now, so I want to get this done really quick, and then I'll have him do the oil change and, you know, drive it around, and who knows what else we're gonna do. Probably get it registered and plated and insured and all that shit. If everything works out, if this does solve the problem. So I'm gonna go ahead, start cleaning everything up, and start putting it back together. All right, so intake manifold is on. Basically, just got to go ahead and move some stuff out of the way and put the bolts in. There's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 2 nuts. So 5 bolts, 2 nuts, and then you guys can't see it. These are kind of a pain in the ass, but there is, down here on the side, there's a bolt on the side that goes in diagonally as well. So you have to make sure you get that as well. Even before tearing it off, you got to take that bolt out, which is up here somewhere. So we're gonna get and button this up and then get the blower on. All right, so that's all torqued down. One thing I do want to tell you guys here is, yes, I don't know if you guys can see that down there, but the alternator does need to come off basically and moved out of the way in order to get the bolt down there that I showed you. Well, I can't really show you because it's like really hidden down there, but it's down there behind here, and it goes in like this. Right about here, it goes that way into the intake manifold. You have to get that alternator out of the way in order to get to that, which is kind of a pair, but you can't even pull it out unless you take the hose out, which you don't have to drain the system for this job. But like I said, it's it just sits down there basically. But yeah, not so fun job at all. Alrighty, so everything is back together, hopefully correctly. Got to fill up the reservoir tank. Belt was a bitch to get on, which anybody that has a Cobalt will obviously know these belts are a pain in the butt to get back on. They're kind of a bitch, but everything's torqued down, tightened, plugged in. Battery's connected. Start her up. I'll go ahead and open the door then. Alright, here we go. Took a little bit. Oh, God, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, guys. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to plug in the throttle body. I was like, why is this thing having such a hard time starting? Like, it shouldn't be having a hard time starting at all. I'm gonna open the door anyways here. And it was all because The dang throttle body wasn't plugged in. That'll do it every time, guys. That'll do it. Now, hopefully it doesn't still have a code, but it's gonna take a little bit for it to recognize what's going on here. That's okay. We do have a check engine light on, which we're gonna have to clear, probably because of me having the throttle body unplugged. We're gonna go ahead and clear that, and we're gonna let this thing run for a little bit. Yeah, so probably gonna have to clear that code out. Bet you it's the throttle body code. Yep, throttle position sensor. Yeah. Alright, cleared. Fires right up, perfect. Alright. Now, obviously guys, there's going to be a ton of oil in the cat. There's going to be a ton of oil in the piston still. And there's going to be a ton of oil in the exhaust system that's going to have to burn out. That's one of the reasons why I want to have Zach help me do the seafoam treatment and kind of get that done. And then do an oil change on it, because you don't want to leave that seafoam treatment in there once it gets down in the cylinders and stuff. I'm hoping that'll kind of get rid of some of the stuff, you know, some of the oil that's on the pistons, because there is a lot of oil on the pistons. So it's just one of those things. You got to kind of run the cycles and get all that oil out, and eventually it will get out. So we're gonna let this thing run. We're gonna let it warm up to temperature and see what happens, guys. It's probably gonna smoke still, but at least I know that hopefully our issue is fixed. Well, you guys can hear a misfire, obviously. There we go. That's mainly because the plugs that are in the car right now are oiled down to hell, and I don't want to change them out until the car warms up and we do the seafoam and everything in it. So once the car is warmed up and Zach gets here, we'll do the seafoam, do the oil change, do new plugs. And this thing at that point should run really, really well. I know the plugs are trash in this thing, but like I said, I just want to get it running. I want to get it up to temperature. I want to see if this definitely helps our situation on this car. Hopefully it does. All right, guys, Zach is here. I actually took the car for a drive, and it seems to be doing okay. Went and got it registered, insured. Put a plate on it, and we're gonna put it on the lift real quick for you guys, so we can kind of look underneath of it, because I didn't even look underneath this car yet. So I have no idea what it looks like underneath at all. So let's get this air compressor on, do this real fast. Got to get out of the shop. It's going to be a, woo, that'd be a big snowstorm tonight. That way. I'll come straight. That way. That way. That way. That way. Goofy. Stop.
Back up? Or no?
I think that'd be good. That's okay. Yeah, it's definitely not smoking as much. Oh, it is smoking a little bit, but it's cold. It's just condensation. Rev it up a little bit. Okay, rev it up a little bit. Not 7 grand. Yeah, it's so much better than what it was. Then shut it off.
Brake off?
No, just shut it off. Okay.
Like, but we're up with 7 grand. Literally 27 grand.
That's why we kind of gave it the chair.
No, wait.
I'm kind of curious. There's a hanging heat brake. Right there.
What?
Hanging heat brake.
Not bad?
No, it's not bad. Not bad, not good. It's hanging. Stupid air compressor. There, it's done. All right, let's put this thing up in the air real quick. See what we got going on here.
Ew. Ew. Stock height.
It definitely needs. I like the stock height, but it being lowered would definitely. Oh my God! Why is that thing back on again?
I already found coilovers for it.
What's up?
I already found.
No, supposedly people say don't put coilovers over it, just put lowering springs.
Why?
I guess coilovers really don't.
They're expensive. Coilovers for these cars are like $1,000.
Really?
Yeah. Like at that point, you might as well just buy bags. I mean, I don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just buy springs, you'd be good to go.
I just said bags.
No, you don't buy no stupid bags.
Bags up for both of you. Oh, that's not stock exhaust.
Yeah, it isn't. Man, this thing's in really decent shape, dude. Go get my flashlight on my cart. Hurry up. XL Performance muffler. I think that's only a muffler, Zach.
It sounds so good though.
That's all it has. It just has a muffler. We got the hitch. We got the good old
Chassis mount?
Chassis mounted freaking. Dude, that is crazy. Look at that hitch, dude. Dude, that thing is up there. Look at this thing. That thing is on the freaking rails.
Let's go to U-Haul. Let's go to U-Haul.
Dude, that's so crazy. I'm keeping the hitch on there. I'm not getting rid of it.
I'm keeping the hitch on there.
Let's see. This is the first look under the car, Zach. What do you think? Looks good. Doesn't look bad. I mean, everything looks decent in it.
That's a lot of oil.
No, it's not leaking oil either. Axles look good. What about this side?
It is wet down here.
Yeah, but not that wet. Oh, you know why? Because that's because of me, what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Yeah, it's wet down there because of what I was doing, buddy. I don't like how low that intercooler looks. There's your pump. There's your pump for your blower. All the mounts look really good. Damn, this thing's really clean underneath. Go get me a bottle of brake clean. We'll spray that's all down since it's up in the air. Damn. I mean, other than the awesome wheels, the Motegi wheels, I think we did pretty good with this one, guys. Not gonna lie. Shut this air compressor off. Damn thing's louder than ball sacks. Shut up! Freaking air compressor is like on forever. So loud.
Can you reach it?
Off. Yeah. Okay. Shut up. Can you reach it?
Let's delete the fogs.
Nah. Here, watch out. Oh. It is clean. All right, let's spray this all down. This is when I was working on it. All that fluid came out of the engine, Zach. And that's why it looks that way, buddy. So I didn't get underneath of it to spray it down when I was done working on it. Yeah, I'm an asshole. What can I say? I know, right? There's a dude. I'm telling you, man, it was crazy the amount of oil that was on this thing. It was nuts. All right, there we go. Go ahead and put my flashlight back, Zach.
I'll get there when I get there.
I'm gonna murder your ass. I think it all looks good underneath, bud. What do you think? Definitely looks good underneath, for sure.
Well, guys, you said you wanted to see me in a muscle car, so here we are. All-American muscle. That's right.
Oh, when you have thumbnail, look at the camera. What? Turn around, look at the camera.
I don't like these wheels.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not two-piece. They're pieces of junk.
No.
You're like, he's like, are they two-piece? I'm like, pieces of junk.
No, look.
2 pieces of junk. They're not two-piece. They're just,
So fake.
they just make it look like that. That's all. Well, guys, it looks like the cobalt's fixed. Hopefully, it was just that PCV valve, and that was it. After this goes down, Zach. After this goes down, get the legs out.
Look.
I know.
They have a badge on
I
it.
know,
GM.
Dad. I know.
Gap and Mustang.
What?
GM, Gap and Mustang.
Whatever. So it looks like the cobalt's fixed. It's not really leaking. I mean, it's going to have oil in the exhaust and the cat still, where it's going to leak out of there. But it looks like we might have solved the issue with the cobalt and the PCV valve, hopefully. Since it's now registered and plated and insured, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drive the car around for a while, a couple days, maybe a week or two, before I let Zach have it, just to make sure everything is good to go on the car and we don't have any other issues pop up and it's still not burning oil. Hopefully it's not burning oil. We'll do a nice oil change on it. We didn't get to do the seafoam, but we will be doing the seafoam on it.
I wasn't doing anything.
And doing an oil change and another set of spark plugs and stuff. And we obviously are going to be taking it to Keith's pit stop to put it on the dyno and dyno tune it with the Intense Racing Stage 4, whatever junk is in it. I already downloaded the tune and looked over the tune and stuff. Doesn't look too bad, but I'm sure there's some room for improvement once we get it on Keith's dyno jet. So
It's probably just going to be one of the fastest vehicles that's ever been on his dyno, if not the fastest. Yeah, I'm a Chevy kid now.
Unbelievable. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this sucker's fixed. I'll definitely keep you updated. Comment below. Let me know what you think.
You see the taillights? It's a GTR.
It's not a GTR.
It's a GTR.
Other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. Also, Zach's Instagram is The Pull. Go check us both out. Follow us. Don't forget to hit the notification bell either. But deuces, guys.